Hey everybody, it's DrewCola here once again for another episode of Cola Conversations. Um, we're gonna be talking about something that's not related to Nintendo in this video. I know my last two were on Mario and that sort of stuff. This video is about, like I said last time, on a PC game series of two games. That's puzzle and adventure, and the game is Portal. Man, Portal is one of my favorite PC games. Also, it's very good on Xbox. I've said also a lot. And so, yeah, there are only two games in the series, and I'm pretty sure it's going to stay like that because if they make a third one, it's just going to ruin the whole series. I'm sorry, but it will. So anyway, the first Portal was made in 2007. Also, wait, before I talk about this, Portal is invented so many internet memes. It's amazing. Like Hoopy the Hoop, the cake is a lie. It's just all of those things. Those all come from Portal. That's the thing. Portal 1 was released in 2007, and it was very similar to the Half-Life series, which I haven't really played that much of Half-Life, but whatever. Portal, it was just this cool little puzzle game. I think it was like based off of this other game called the Orange Box. I've never seen it before, but it kind of sounds cool, so I might want to play it one day. But so Portal was made in 2007, obviously, and it was this cool little puzzle game where you use this concept of portals, where you get this portal gun and you shoot the wall, and you get a portal, and then you shoot another wall, and you with the opposite portal, and you go through a portal, and you walk out the other. It is really cool. It's amazing what kind of puzzles you can make with this. But they also had a lot of other puzzle elements. For instance, the companion cube, which you take and put on switches. And then there's like the tractor beam, and there's the which you walk on. And then there's the gravitational thing that you can like float in. It's really cool. Well, those two, the last two that I just mentioned, that was not in the first Portal game. That was in Portal 2. But yeah. So anyway, Portal. It was just Portal 1. It was amazing, and also it was amazing how many Easter eggs were in it. Like there were so many like hidden areas that had these things called Ratman dens, which Ratman was the guy who went through these tests before you did, I guess, and it was helping you with stuff. So yeah. So then there's also, I can't forget about this. There is also the character GLaDOS, which I did forget to mention that this video contains spoilers for Portal, for both games. GLaDOS, she helped you out through Portal 1, and at the very last test, she almost killed you in a fire pit. So, yeah, she betrayed you. And so what you had to do is you had to go through, like, this whole weird thing, and then eventually you got to GLaDOS, and you killed her. So, yahoo! And then that was the end of the game. So, overall, pretty short game. I've probably beaten it like 12 times, all in one sitting. Well, no, like 12 times each with its own sitting. I can beat the whole game in one sitting. On the other hand, Portal 2, I cannot do that. Portal 2 was released in 2011, and it is very different. So you start out in Portal 2 by waking up like thousands of years after Portal 1, and you meet this guy named Wheatley, who is a what, I know they're called cores, but would they be called like corruption cores or something? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're just called cores. Anyway, Wheatley was like a core. Core is like a I don't know, it's just a sphere that can talk with an eye. So yeah, so you and Wheatley became friends, and you eventually woke up GLaDOS. You woke her back up, and she threw you into a test chamber thingy, and you had to go through a whole bunch of tests with her again, so it was like reliving the first Portal, only with a couple new, things. And then eventually, she doesn't exactly try to kill you, but you continuously find Wheatley, and he helps you out, and yeah. So then eventually you get to like, I don't know how many tests there are there, but I forget how many tests there are, but you get to Wheatley at the second to last test, and he takes you to away from the tests, away from GLaDOS, and there she tries to kill you, but then you escape with Wheatley, and then what you're trying to do after that is you're trying to eventually face GLaDOS again, but what you got to do is you got to like disable a lot of things. You got to disable all the turrets, like the shooty things that can kill you, and you also got to disable the neurotoxin, which she used to almost kill you in Portal 1, the neurotoxin. So you disable both of those, then you meet her, and you fight her, and eventually you have Wheatley become in charge of the whole facility. So Wheatley takes GLaDOS' place. GLaDOS turns into a potato. Not lying, she does. So eventually, and so Wheatley accidentally does something, and Wheatley makes you fall down to the chambers way below, where you meet the very first person who created aperture science, Cave Johnson. Man, my dog is making a lot of noises. I might go over to her and wake her up because I think she's dreaming. But anyway, yeah. Oh, hello, phone. But anyway, yeah. So then you go through a whole bunch of tests. Then you figure out that Carolyn, Cave Johnson's wife, is secretly GLaDOS, and yeah. And then eventually, you go back up to the surface, and you see Wheatley that is leading these tests, and he's not doing a very good job. And Wheatley eventually betrays you, and everything just goes bad. But then you eventually beat Wheatley and make GLaDOS in charge, and I guess you and GLaDOS not exactly hate each other, but don't exactly like each other either. GLaDOS just doesn't really want to kill you anymore, so she sends you out and brings the companion cube with you. So yeah. Okay, so, yeah, that's Portal 2, and once again, just like Portal 1, there are tons of Ratman dens, just like, yeah, you get the idea, that tell you stuff, and, yeah, so anyway, yeah, that's basically the series. I'd say probably Portal 2 is my favorite out of both of them. Also, Portal 2 made a companion mode, or, what, no, a multiplayer mode, which is, companion testing. So you have two robots that test that are in charge of tests that would work for two people. I thought that was pretty cool. I have not beaten that, but I'm in the middle of a playthrough with one of my friends named Hyrule Manzo. So it's not on YouTube. It's just our own personal thing that we do sometimes. But anyway, yeah, that's the Portal series. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week. Or not next week, this Friday for stuff, and I don't know what I'm going to do next, so I'll figure that out on my own. I'll see you there. Bye.